Hey everyone, I'm Ultraviolent4. We are playing a human hunter, and in this episode we're going to be hunting down a lot of new javelins in shoals. With any luck, we're going to meet a million merfolk javelineers, and we're going to have 30 million javelins. Unlikely, but maybe. We've got a couple of things to do. The first is that I want to find our Wand of Flame. That's really useful. Oh, I don't want to buy one. There's one on the ground somewhere. It's really useful for making clouds in shoals over the water, especially because we don't have much magic resistance normally. We're walking around with only one pip of it, so we're very likely to get mesmerized, but if you make clouds, you break line of sight, you break the mesmerization. Plus it's just good for killing stuff. I also want to turn our throwing skill back on, because again, hopefully we're going to get a bunch of new javelins. So we'll train throwing. We can probably not focus shields, just train it normally. We're not trying to cast any spells, so it's not like we're in a hurry to get rid of the shield penalty. And we probably won't this whole game anyway. Was that it? We could buy some stuff, but my inventory is already full. Maybe we'll just find a file of floods on the ground. Oh yeah, and also if you missed at the end of the last episode, we graduated to the gold dragon scales, which we also enchanted up to 6. So we're now a much tankier character. We have 37 AC. When we've got Acrobat Amulet with 26 evasion, we're pretty insanely survivable. Although, you have a look, our stealth has dropped to 0. Oh, even with this, that's kind of sad. I'm gonna go to layer 0, because I just noticed at the start of this there was a hatch here in the dungeon that I hadn't tested. Now we have. Are there ghost vaults that I haven't done? There's one on layer 1. I don't remember it. Let's go look. We gotta go through layer to get to shoals anyway. So what was the layer 1 ghost? He's just a ghost. Okay, we should just be able to fight him then. Easy enough. There you go. The Book of Ice. Just what I wanted. Is there anything else for shoals? I don't think so. I've just got to be really cognizant of being mesmerized. And we're not flying, so the S-rack doesn't matter, but yeah, I was about to get blown off the stairs for sure. It's actually quite a danger. Oh, okay, insta-mesmerized. When you're in shoals, coming down a set of stairs and meeting a winddrake immediately, because if you get blown off the stairs and there are lots of enemies around, it can be very hard to get back. Am I just gonna flame this guy? You suck! Get flamed, idiot. Oh no, we've been coroned. Okay, apparently there's another really dangerous threat. If you don't have much magic resistance in shoals, you can get corona. I don't know, man. It's the things that humanity has to get through. It's not gonna be easy. Also, I didn't mention this, but fawns can have hunting slings, so we can also get a bunch of sling bullets in here. Oh wait, we can't pick up flesh. Why does this always happen? I just need infinite inventory slots. It's alright. All the evocables are removed in trunk now, so no need to worry. What do we got? All these things I want. Maybe we can drop Holy Word. I don't know. We're not likely to need Holy Word in shoals. And I probably won't get them again, but in theory I could. Anyway, basically if you're any sort of ranged character, you really want to get shoals over swamp. Oh, here's another apple and a true still. You see, they have tomahawks. Merfolk often have nets. You get javelins here. You get sling bullets. It's all happening. We have 16 boomerangs now. Oh, okay. Let's use those. I was thinking about that just before I started the episode, in that it seems like these boomerangs now are rarer than the tomahawks used to be. So, I don't know, maybe we're gonna get a bunch now. What have we got? +3 Ring of Slaying is the best slaying thing there. +5 Protection. An Amulet of Reflection is interesting, although I quite like the Acrobat that we've got, especially with Shadow Form. It just makes us so impossible to kill. I think I like that. And the +5 Protection is nice, but we're not really lacking in AC. I don't know, I feel like we're probably okay for the moment. Oh, Impaler. I got excited, I thought it was a Javelineer. Okay, well, we can just throw... Wait, is he in deep water? It doesn't matter. Boomerangs come back, so... I don't know, do they... I don't know the extent to which they come back. If they're like the returning things. So if they're always coming back, the enemy standing in deep water doesn't matter, but if they're not, it does. But being able to throw is nice for us here as well, because we're not going to be affected by shallow water. If you're trying to melee in shallow water, you can miss your attacks, but ranged weapons are not affected, which I've always thought is a bit weird. You can't, you know, swing a dagger around properly, but you can use a longbow. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, so if we're standing in water like this, and for instance it's a water nymph, so we can't easily get out of it, rather than fumbling our attacks, we could throw ranged things, or we could also just Wand of Flame her, which is probably a good one, because then she'll end up standing in the, I was going to say smoke, she'll end up standing in the steam, taking damage over time as well. We got another 10 paralysis charges, it's really good. Reach level 20, we feel clever, damn it, that's the one that we didn't want, that's okay. Alright, we got FAUNS again, so we gotta, oh, how does, I don't know how Dispersal Trap operates with being mesmerized. I assume it doesn't really interact. Oh, right, we have a minus tele ring on. Okay, so we just don't care anyway. We got Corona again. Alright, yeah, well we better go self-isolate for 2 weeks. See you guys in a while. Oh, that's really funny. Okay, I was kind of hoping that once you got Corona once, you wouldn't get it again. At least for a while, but it seems like you can just get it over and over again. Which is a bit of a worry. Silver boomerangs. I can't pick these up. I'm not gonna bother with them for the moment. They do more damage than regular boomerangs, but less damage than javelins. So if I really want to kill something with throwing, I'll use javelins. I'll use boomerangs if I don't care as much. And maybe if we run out of regular boomerangs, then I'll just come get the silver type. Oh yes, even more boomerangs. This is great. I completely forgot that we're going to load up on boomerangs as well. Now we just need a bunch of javelineers. I don't want to fight Dreamship as well. The water nymphs are scary enough on their own. Let me throw boomerangs. Nice. Death made us some smoke. So that we're not getting swarmed by Dreamsheep. That was nice. This Dreamsheep could just be a regular Cyclops, but it could also mean Polyphemus is around. Although then we'd be seeing Death Yaks. Okay, it's probably just a Cyclops. Okay, the Centaur just has a Wand of Flame. I got a Force Maul, which freaked me out a bit. It's just because it has a wand. It zaps the wand, the flame hits you. No! It's alright, we made it. That's probably the Cyclops. I don't think Polyphemus is around. 7 more charges of Ice Blast. Sweet. What have I got on my macros? ZA. Well, we're not casting spells anymore. Were we at any point? Maybe. I don't remember. But I'm going to make F dot for my macro so that I can just press that to throw. Rather than having to press F dot myself or F enter, I can just hit the macro. And that's going to throw it at the exact tile. But I think that's what you want with boomerangs, right? I don't know. I don't know much about these new boomerangs. Or conversely about how the old returning things worked. Scroll of Acquirement. Okay, what do we want? We still have plain gloves and a plain helmet and a +2 non-magical cloak. I think there's a lot of scope to improve our armor. And again, we've got pretty good weapons. Also, that reminds me, we can probably drop the Dagger of Elect. That's our stealth weapon for when we sneak up on things and stab them. Which we're not going to be doing anytime soon, especially not in shoals. But anyway, we have good weapons. We got pretty good jewelry. Yeah, I think it's armor is the play here. Or maybe gold? We're probably okay, but a consideration would be gold, and then we just go buy all this stuff. But that's less exciting. It's more fun just to roll the dice on some sweet gloves or something. Armor. We got an artifact cloak, +0 cloak of RF. Huh. Well, we've already got fire resistance off our gold dragon scales. I feel like having a second pip of RF right now is less valuable than having the 2 extra AC that would get just from the plain cloak. So there you go. That's a bit of a disappointment. I know, we're gonna get coroned again. These guys can hit you with the corona from range too. Even if you maintain your social distance, they still might get you. Is it max range? Yeah, corona is line of sight. We've ordered it this time. Maybe our immunity is going up. Mesmerized. Alright, we'll see. Maybe it is. Maybe Polyphemus does have Dream Sheep, right? Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just has Death Yaks and Catoplepus as Catoplepi. I don't know what the plural is. I don't know about that one. And again, these guys keep swarming us. It's probably, most of the time you're not going to meet Javelineers until, I was going to say swamp, until Shoals 4. But you can, in theory, meet them earlier, so I still want to meet the Javelineers. Oh, which reminds me. Yeah, because someone mentioned this to me, maybe in chat when I was streaming, or in a comment. Might have been Lychee. Anyway, because all the spears have piercing now, shields don't help you against Javelineers. They just pierce through your shield. That's really scary, actually. Man, the devs finally nerfed shields. Yeah, so you gotta be on the lookout for that one. Minotaur as well. So Minotaurs always have javelins, right? I'm talking about the guy in Gauntlet, etc. You can't block those anymore, so yeah. Don't get caught out by that one. This scroll is silenced. Okay, cool. We'll carry that around in my already full inventory. That's good against various spellcasters. Oh, this is dangerous. This is really dangerous. Okay, so we've met Polyphemus. I can confirm that he has no Dream Sheet with him. But here's a Windrake who could blow us off the stairs, and a Water Nymph who can block the stairs. So if I try to immediately go back up here, we could get blown off the stairs and then locked in here with Polyphemus and all this other stuff. This is extremely dangerous. We have no Fear Scrolls. We really had no Fear Scrolls this game? Wow, okay. Because I was thinking I'll read a Fear that will scare the Windrake away so we don't get blown off the stairs, and then I can go back up. But apparently we don't have any of those. What about paralyzing the Windrake? 51% chance. Ooh. It's hard to know what the odds are of being blown off if I just try to go back upstairs. I don't know if it would be more or less than 50% anyway. Another option, although maybe this is extreme, is we could go to Shadow Form. And that might not be your immediate thought, but have a look at this one. I don't know if this is even correct, but this is what I'm thinking. Where is it? You are immune to hostile enchantments. Okay. Question. Is Wind Blast a hostile enchantment? That one I don't know. So I say that it's a natural ability, but so is Airstrike. And so are demonic things are natural abilities, right? They're not spells. And you become immune to Panlords, etc. I don't know about this one. I can't even test it, because even if I go Shadow Form and I just go up, it might just be the case that it didn't use Wind Blast anyway. Although if we did get Wind Blasted in Shadow Form, it would tell us the answer. This honestly seems scary enough, even though it doesn't look like it yet, that I think I'm willing to blow a Shadow Form and then hope that we don't get blown. Yeah. The general lesson here is that you should react really quickly, because we've just come downstairs. The natural inclination is just, oh, this is really dangerous, I'll just go back up. But we're thinking about the worst possible thing that could happen here, and if that happens, it's really, really bad. So I want to try to avoid that. Also, minus teleport, we saw that earlier, so we have the minus teleport ring on, but we saw that we can still get blown around. It's not teleporting us. The Windrake is not teleporting us away from it. Alright, I'm going to go Shadow Form. 16% chance to fail, it probably won't. Ooh. Calcifying Dust. Really? Water Nymphs see Invis? There you go, today I learned. I didn't know that. Anyway, so we go back up. Oh yeah, if nothing else, we're now Invis, so Windrakes can't see Invis, so we're probably not going to get blown off anyway. Okay, let's exclude that stair. Oh wow, we can still do... Oh, this is pretty insane. I don't know if it's lowered damage. Okay, so when you're in Shadow Form, your damage output is lowered. By how much? It might be 40%. You only deal 50% attack damage. Does that apply to our Singing Sword sonic damage? I don't know, good question. Because if we can still get max... oh right, we're in water now. It looks like even when your boomerang misses, it still comes back. I'm pretty sure that's what we're looking at there. Wow, we're just dying to see snakes. Oh, I want your flesh. I'm gonna risk dying to save some rations. Classic. Again. Yeah, so if we can still do max sonic damage, that's pretty bonkers. I want to get trapped here. So, a cool trick here. Oh no, there's a kraken. Or kraken. Okay, I don't want to mess with this. Oh, we're riposting. Okay. Oh, wait. He got absolutely owned then. I just realized. Because he's suddenly nearly dead. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. We did the singing sword and the sonic energy hit every single piece of tentacle and he just got absolutely owned by AoE. Okay, he's dead. That was insane. Okay, Polyphemus is getting petrified here. It's a trick you can always use. Because he has a Catopopus with him, you can try to get him petrified. And then while he's paralyzed, you can just stab him to death. Oh god, give me a sec. Cool. Oh, we're being mesmerized. Okay, I was thinking we're about to get pulled away from him, so we can't finish him off, but we did. Right, so we just learnt a really cool trick that you can do against Krakens with the singing sword. You can stand away from them. You could just hit a plant to sonic damage all their tentacles. Was that a box of base? Yes, and we didn't pick it up. And I cannot, but we need that. I must pick it up. I guess thinking of it now, we do still kind of want the dagger in case we want to stab things with Atropa tip darts. Can we just drop 3 disintegration? Probably. I can probably also just drop enslavement. I mean, it's really good, but we can also hex things with paralysis. You obviously want both if you weren't struggling with item slots. I've fallen asleep. Okay, that's really dangerous with the Satyr. Death Sleep, when we've got low magic resistance, is 50% chance to get us. And then when you get woken up, you take, I think it's double damage. It might be 150%. Oh no, I'm coroned and slowed. I don't know, I thought they would be the same thing. One of the common symptoms is lethargy, right? I should stop this. I mean, I'm sure you're all here to get away from that stuff. I'm bad. I can't help myself. Curse Ring of Attention. Alright, Dream Ship again. We still haven't seen a Javelin here. All the Javelin hype. I'll tell you what I want in Shoals 4. I want to have the Mimic rune where it makes you fight a whole pack of the Envolt enemies and then you don't get the rune, so you have to do it twice. I want that to happen. Alright, Shoals 3, no Javelineers. Okay, so there might be some with Ilsu. We might get some with the Envolt. Or we might just get none. Oh, there's one. First Javelineer, nice. Okay, so I looked around first to check that there's nothing here that was going to hold us on the stairs. So we went over Windrakes, that's one of them. Also, Nymphs can block your stairs, we went over those too. You can get netted, but you can't See if enemies have nets. I think that's still hidden from you. Although actually, also, we got to make a point that we don't kill the javelineers over deep water, because then we won't get the javelins. Oh yeah, and mesmerization. That's the other one that can get you. Okay. Well, let me flame him. So we make some steam. Okay, I was hoping we could block line of sight. Apparently I can't. But we haven't been mesmerized, so I think we should. We're probably gonna get. I'm just gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna do an ice blast. We can hit all of those. Because if we kill all these enemies, there's a lot of value in killing them. Okay, well now we got more mesmerizers coming. Alright, we got even more. So we're gonna be stuck here fighting the whole floor on the stairs. Do we need a buff? We have one invis, probably not necessary. That's really good because the enemies can't, most merfolk can't see invis. It's just aquamancers who can. And we learnt water nymphs, strangely. I could just quaff agi. I mean, we could quaff haste, that stuff's probably unnecessary at the moment. We are owning everything with this blast. Although I should do this slowly. One of clouds would get all these ones up here. Probably unnecessary. I'm just going to ice blast them all again and get some good value. Because these enemies around us are going to still be attacking us. In which case we can riposte and we can still do the sonic damage. Even though I'm shooting wands. I'm going to try the flame again on this one. Because I would rather not be mesmerized here forever. And one more. Just sort of thread it through the needle there. Okay, that guy's unkillable. There we go. Okay, we got one, now we got one more. Okay, we need one more sonic blast, then we can leave this accursed place. Oh, I've been engulfed. Oh, still didn't get him? There we go, okay. Alright. Let's go back up. Let's reset this. Okay, that singing sword was totally overpowered there. Ooh. I mean, we're not a polearm user, but that's a +7 demon trident. Yay, javelineers! My favorite. Alright, we're gonna get mesmerized again. Alright, I feel like I may as well just run it with the siren. New javelineer. Okay, it's freezing. I thought I saw the message for when a distortion weapon hits you. I guess not. Alright, I'm gonna go back up and heal. This is fine. I see the nymph, so I can see that I'm probably about to be locked in on the floor, but it's not like when we first came down when we're going to be surrounded by everything. I'm going to get boomerangs, good. Let's get back on the stairs. I can't. I can't fight the impaler. It's got reaching. A frost giant. Okay. So it's the ending that has frost giants. I probably didn't want that. I probably wanted the one that just has more merfolk. That's alright. Oh, yes, another one. Oh, wow. This merfolk javelineer has a +8 bardiche of speed. That's mental. Can I see how many javelins he has? It just doesn't tell me. He has some number of them. I can boomerang him. We can have a ranged battle. He's gonna run out before I am. with boomerangs. Mate, I can do this all day. So we've picked up his Bardacious speed. We don't want to use that, although that is an absolutely sick weapon. Any of the big giant weapons, we have 51 javelins, you know, like your Bardacious, your Executioner's Axe, even your Battle Axe, any of those are speed are just bonkers with how much damage they do. Another javelin here. It's like Christmas. I haven't been paying attention to this, but I should be watching where the javelins are going when the javelineers throw them to. Because if I have deep water behind me, we could be losing all of those. I don't want to chase the Satyr. He's really dangerous with his ability to sleep us. So if I chase him into the unknown and there's something else dangerous around, do not want. Another really useful thing that the Singing Sword has done there with all its noise is that it's been drawing enemies to us, so we've been able to fight them broken up near the stairs. It's much safer than being swarmed by packs away from the stairs. It's one of those reminders that in good situations, noise is actually beneficial to you. I don't know, it's one of my little bugbears with the crawl community consensus that noise is always bad. So you get a lot of old players, oh hey, there's the ring, who really don't like Song of Slaying, for instance, but I know that used correctly, noise is actually good for you. Okay, so we've got 2 runes. We could just leave, but we want more javelins, and we want more loot. And boomerangs and all that stuff. We want all of it, so we're going to clear the rest of the floor. So we've got 40 boomerangs and 76 javelins, and those 76 javelins all pierce. I want to focus throwing. Let's go. That's sick. Do a lot of damage with that many javelins. Oh, there's even more. 78 of them. Hell yeah. I don't want to waste my piety, but we could do science here, where I just do shadow form and see if we get hit by wind blast. Seems a waste though. An artifact ring, which will ID, is the Ring of Fun. Fun. Doesn't actually seem that fun though. It's got the random slow property on it, which is not very fun in and of itself. Plus it's a minus strength ring, and we want all the strength we can get. It's extra throwing damage, and we're also trying to use a gold dragon scales. Impaler with a +2 with the pain and a might potion. And a teleportation scroll. He's been dipping into the loot, it seems. The Satyr. We can just run around the corner. But yeah, by going in here, there were potentially more monsters in here. So that wasn't necessarily a good play, but it worked out. We've got 9 nets as well. Enchant Armor Scroll immediately goes on our Gold Dragon scales. This can go up to 12. Yep. Stuff are called meh. Oh, the Dark Maw. This is not the character for the Dark Maw, but the Dark Maw is sick. It's really slow, but you literally crush things with it. It's a lot of fun. Who was it? I can't remember who it was, but I remember spectating once someone's character who had the Dark Maul and it had the Boots of the Assassin, so that you could do max stabbing damage. And so just sneaking up to monsters and then just Dark Mauling them. Absurd. Yeah, not for us though, not this time. Yeah, if you had that earlier on, I might have done it. Especially if we were Dith, so that we could have done the sneaking Dark Maul. We wouldn't have got the max damage stabs, but it still would have been fun. I think we are frozen. Oh, no, we are. Cool, sea snake. A lot of sea snakes. We reached level 21, more strength. I think I'm just not going to bother with enslavement ones because we just need all the slots we can get. And you know what, we're about to finish shoals, so at this point I think we can also ditch the flaming ones. They've been useful here in shoals, but we don't need that anymore. And disintegration. I already dropped disintegration. Never mind. Oh, a lamp of fire. Okay. Yeah, no, we definitely want that one. And that's been removed in trunk, so we want to get all the uses we can. I'll try to remember. No promises though. Alright, second rune down. So we have the option now of either going to vaults or to elf. The problem with elf is we've only got one pip of MR, so we're almost certainly going to get banished to the abyss over and over and over again. Even if I wear one of our magic resistance rings, we still potentially can get abyssed. So I mean, we can avoid it if we shadow form every elf that has banish, but that seems like a a really unwieldy way to go about doing elf. Otherwise we go to vaults. I mean, you can meet the elves in vaults, so we could still get banished, and we're also potentially going to be meeting enemies that have paralysis in vaults. So yeah, not having MR is not good. It's sort of amazing to me that we're at level 21 as a human and we still haven't evolved a second magic resistance pip. Humans must suck, do they? I don't know if this tells you how often you get magic resistance. Doesn't look like it does. Okay. So yeah, I'm not sure what their innate MR is. It's probably just exactly normal, actually, if I think about it as a human. Yeah. So let's have a look. What happens if we put MR on instead of plug? We lose 2 AC and we lose... Oh, so we lose 2 evasion due to the strength that we're losing, and we lose 1 AC because plug has RC on it. But this is probably safer to walk around with so we don't get instantly paralyzed. At least we'll have 2 pips of MR. But yeah, it's not enough to do elf. So I think probably what we'll do is we'll go to vaults first. Alright, actually, I'm going to leave this here for the moment. I've got some things to go do. But if you join me in the next one, we'll do vaults. We'll try our best not to get paralyzed and or banished and killed that way. But yeah, I'm happy. We made it through. We made it through shoals. We got coronated a bunch of times, but we managed to soldier on. And then, yeah, here we are. Anyway, see you all later.